So, look, the reality is, in commercials, there's obviously a lot of attempts to influence you and exert influence and pressure over your brain to do certain things. Do you see what I mean? So, what I'd say on this is like, yes, there is a degree of it, but what level are we talking? Are we talking about marketeers utilizing psychology to exert influence on us to do things that benefit them, or alternatively, are we going down the route of they're showing you dudes kissing to make you gay? Like, which way are we going to go with it? It is a Paul Joseph Watson video after all, so I think I could probably guess. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll see what Paul's got to say for himself. But let's get into it, okay?
Dry quickly.
So I watched the first 11 seconds.
Remember when TV commercials used to inform you about the product being sold?
If you've got wood to stain and you want it to dry quickly, use Ronseal Quick Dry and Wood Stain. It does exactly what it says on the tin.
Yeah, I'm old enough to remember that. Well, now advertisers are getting a little more ambitious. Why waste time on the product being sold when the product being sold is you? Behold our newest ad campaign.
Someone in chat said interracial couples. Someone in chat made a joke. Was it? Who was it? Yeah, look, it was Rowan Wombat. Social influence in commercials, like when they show interracial couples. And literally the first thing he shows is the classic Stone Toss comic. Where it's like, obviously they're trying to sell the idea of interracial couples, not a burger as they're professing. Oh, you can't make it up with these people, can you?
Tasty! Are you sure this will help us sell more burgers? Burgers? John Lewis recently released an ad for home insurance featuring a young boy wearing
Wait, hang on a sec though. That, like, boys wearing dresses, that's like a classic trope. Like that's something all boys have done when they're growing up, is they stick a dress and heels on and earrings, and it's like a silly thing they do. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think the kid is supposed to be a trans kid or whatever. I think it genuinely is just like, oh, there's a kid, he's a lad, and he's dressed up as a girl for a laugh. I don't. What's going on there? I don't. Okay, what are we being socially conditioned to do? Be gay and trans or something? What's going on?
sell more home insurance. Home insurance? Within weeks, the ad was cancelled. Not because of its ethically dubious amplification of drag queen kids, but because it was deemed...
What? Drag queen kids? What? Okay. If you're a fella, okay, listen, if you're a fella, let me ask you this. If you're a fella, when you were a kid, did you do the dressing up in like a woman's clothes thing when you were younger? Or like you put your sister's make like... For, you know, it was like a fairly normal trope of a kid. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't mean they're a drag queen. It just means it's just a normal thing that a kid would do. Heels, yeah. Play dress up. Fooled around with mum's jewellery. There's a picture of me in grade 8 dressed up as a girl, and it freaked my mum out because I looked exactly like my sister. Of course, I was the prettiest Sigma male. Yeah, that's just normal. Yeah, but I'm gay, so I don't think I'm helping. Yeah, it's in movies. It's like I said, it's like a trope. It's like a trope of a young lad dressing up in woman's clothes. You dress up as Buzz Lightyear. Yeah, what a weird thing to be so focused on and act like it's trans or as he's saying, a drag queen thing.
potentially misleading. Because you can't claim home insurance for allowing your kid to trash your home. Maybe if John Lewis had actually concentrated on the details of their service rather than their effusive zeal to portray a boy in lipstick, the ad wouldn't have been banned, but it's not really.
Oh yeah, that's okay. That's quite a funny detail, isn't it? So that's actually quite an interesting and meaningful critique in terms of they're showing this kid running around damaging the house, but the insurance policy they're advertising doesn't actually cover that. So that's, yeah, like the Advertising Standards Authority presumably stepped in and said that they couldn't broadcast the advert in that of that nature. But no, apparently we got to be worried about the fact it was some kid in a dress. Right, okay, excellent news. Good stuff. Good.
About the product anymore, is it? This year's Halloween ad for Twix chocolate bar features a boy facing discrimination for wearing a princess dress. A witch nanny then comes to the boy's aid after he's confronted by a bully.
Hey, you! Princess! You look like a girl. Why are you wearing that?
The witch nanny then conjures up a magic trick to disappear the bully. So parents leave a kid alone until the new nanny comes. She forces herself in, then murders a playground boy. Because he said they look different. Are you sure this...
Listen, that's a bit much, isn't it? Like, murders some kid. I don't really care. It's stupid. Anyway, here's the more meaningful thing, okay? Here's a more meaningful thing to think about, all right? Listen. The reason that adverts don't just tell you what the product is anymore is because people don't respond well to that kind of advertising anymore. So now adverts have to try and be clever in terms of how they put across their message in order to make themselves memorable to you. So you know, you stick in their brain and go and buy their product, you know? Like, that's just the way marketing has gone. Isn't there like a book about this that talks about this? Or something like that. You know, Edward Bernays. Isn't like there's something to do with Edward Bernays? Didn't he write about this? Or something like that. What's the name of his book? Propaganda or something, or public relations. Yeah, precisely. And now we live in an age of outrage marketing where if you create an advert that is sufficiently controversial, people will just talk about it online, thus promoting your brand. Adverts in the UK, at least, definitely aren't representative of the broad UK demographics. I don't think that's true. I think if you went and watched the entirety of an ad break, it would just be a lot of white folks doing shit. I think that the stuff that you see is the viral stuff that gets controversial because it features a black fella. I genuinely don't think that you would watch an ad break and see anything other than a bunch of white people doing white people stuff. He talks about Bernays. Oh, does it? Yeah. I mean, it's like I get it. Like, yeah, it's kind of sucks, I guess, but it's just adverts. Like, I don't know, like what? Unless, I mean, obviously he's going with the angle they're trying to make us gay and have interracial relationships, I guess. But I don't know.
This will help us sell more Twix. Twix? But hey, who am I to judge? Why shouldn't young children be exposed to the alphabet experience? After all, it's such a healthy lifestyle. When kids aren't being bombarded by gender-bending confusion, they're being
Bombarded by gender bending confusion. The pretty much totality of society is about rigid gender roles, right? You go to a toy shop and tell me that there's gender bending confusion. You got the girl stuff in the girl section and the boy stuff in the boy section, more or less. Where is all this gender bending confusion? I don't know what that graph was. It was so quick. I don't know. It was some graph. It's in his mind. I just don't know where this. And listen, I speak as a parent myself. Okay, I genuinely don't know what people mean when they talk about all this gender bender confusion stuff, because broadly speaking in society, gender roles are kind of fairly strictly defined and enforced in explicit and non-explicit ways. These clients have massive creative agencies who have done hundreds of thousands of pounds of industry research in what works in ads now. Well, yeah, this is precisely my point. They're not doing it because they're trying to push some social agenda. They're not doing it because they want to turn your kids gay and make you have sex with a black woman even though you don't want to, right? They do it because that's the research that demonstrates that's what makes the company perform best. Maybe it means being enforced on children at schools, but where? Maybe the school my kids go to is not one of these gender bending schools, but I don't know of any significant enforcement of gender bending. What I don't see it anywhere. I never see it as a parent. It's weird. Where is it? Show me. What, an advert on TV? And also, like, yeah, my boys, sometimes like my daughter will put like a dress up, like one of her dress up dresses on one of the boys, just for a laugh, and they come out giggling and laughing about it and messing about. Like, it's actually fairly normal for kids to like do. I'm just referencing the advert we watched a second ago. It's actually fairly normal for kids to do that kind of thing, you know. And I would argue that actually it's like traditional views of gender that can cause an issue with it because it's acted like it's. Do you know what I mean? It's like it doesn't matter. Who cares? The kids, you know. Just let them have fun. Let them lark about a bit. I don't know. It's so weird to get so het up about it, as if they're trying to push some agenda. They're not at all. Jesus. The graph was saying that LGBT youth are 2.8 times as likely to have mental health issues. Geez, wonder why that could be. I mean, yeah, exactly. There's undoubtedly further context that would allow us to understand why that is. Yeah, kids don't because they're younger, they have some idea of it, but they don't take gender as seriously as like adults do, right?
With pandemic porn. Last year, the NHS terrified children by showing Santa being wheeled into the hospital.
Oh my god, he's doing the thing again. He's doing the thing where he references himself. He literally references his own articles. This shouldn't be allowed, should it? This should be illegal. How can you reference yourself? That's craziness. The war on Christmas has started. Viewers accuse health service of politicising Father Christmas. Wait, Father Christmas is an inherently political figure. Are you serious? It absolutely is, right? For example, let me give you an example, okay? Kids, obviously, don't know what the deal is with Father Christmas and that it's parents buying the presents, right, when they're particularly young. So at school sometimes, when there's a disparity between what a rich kid has been bought and what a poor kid has been bought, kids will think that's Father Christmas. Well, oh, why have they bought Johnny another bike and I've got, some crummy socks? What's that about? Father Christmas, unironic, I'm being serious. Father Christmas, unironically, it has some role in like obfuscation of differences in poverty and differences in what's the word? Do you know what I mean? Like economic disparity. He serves to somewhat obfuscate economic disparity because kids don't understand why little Johnny's got another bike or whatever. Classism, yeah, exactly. So guess what? Guess what? Santa Claus is already political, unfortunately. You can't get around that. I mean, this seems a bit much. I'm not going to lie. This seems a bit much. But, I mean, really, who cares? You mean got a PS5 and Ethan got a pack of Smarties? Yeah, exactly. Why would Santa get rich kids more presents than poor kids? Well, that's the question, isn't it? That's the issue. That's the whole point. Santa is classist. Yeah, sure. Anyway, sorry, this is a bit much, probably.
Hospital on the verge of dying of COVID. Heineken, the beer company that proudly supports the total abolition of all borders, at least remains consistent by insisting that there shouldn't be any borders when it comes to public toilets. But only if you've had your shot and displayed your vaccine passport. In what has to be the most obtuse, left field and awkward strong-arming of social engineering into a crisp commercial ever seen, Grandad dies, goes to heaven, and comes back as a gay ghost.
Hermano, cómo te extraño. ¡Oh! ¡Tío Alberto!
¡Qué sorpresa! ¿Qué hubo, familia? ¿Cómo están? ¿Quién es él?
What is this advert I'm watching? Why am I Why am I watching an advert about gay ghosts in some other language? Why am I being made to care about gay ghosts? This is unbelievable. Oh, you can't see the subtitles. Oh, okay. Let me just do this. Let's go back. Listen, I know you dying to see this. Excuse the pun.
In what has to be the most obtuse, left field and awkward strong-arming of social engineering into a crisp commercial ever seen, Grandad dies, goes to heaven, and comes back as a gay ghost.
Hermano, cómo te extraño. ¡Oh! ¡Tío Alberto!
¡Qué sorpresa! ¿Qué hubo, familia? ¿Cómo están? ¿Quién es él? Es Mario, mi pareja.
Are you sure this will help us sell more Doritos? Doritos? Look at this charmingly quaint snapshot of suburban British life.
What? Okay. What? I just, like... What is this? What is going on? What happened? Sorry, I didn't read the subtitles. What happened? What does subtitles say?
Hermano,
Brother, I
cómo
miss
te
you so much.
extraño. ¡Oh! ¡Tío Alberto!
Uncle Umberto, what a
¿Qué hubo,
surprise.
familia?
Family, how are
¿Cómo
you?
están? ¿Quién es
Who
él?
is he?
Es Mario,
My partner.
mi pareja.
Are you sure this will help us sell more Doritos?
What? I honestly, I'm at a loss. I'm at an absolute loss right now. Like what? Some advert about gay ghosts. Okay. I don't care. It's like, can we just take a moment to think about how ridiculous this is, right? There's a video which is professing to be about social engineering in TV commercials, something which is an interesting topic and worth discussing. And what do we get? Do we get like concepts of how adverts serve to, perpetuate and reinforce the structure of society and liberalism and that kind of thing? No, we get they're turning the frickin' ghosts gay. They're turning the frickin' ghosts gay. Like I literally don't care about gay ghosts. Like they're going to posthumously convert you into being a gay lord. That's what the left wants. Honestly, I was expecting a bit more. Well, I guess so. I guess in some way it's liberalism, but it's not like gay ghosts isn't liberalism. What's liberalism is utilizing identity as essentially a tool to sell products. But that's not what Paul's critiquing, is he? Paul's not making a meaningful critique of how identity is now used essentially as a marketing demographic. He's complaining about gay ghosts and using this Stone Toss comic, which is basically, you know, suggesting that adverts exist to make you want to have sex with a black woman. So yeah, I guess if you look at it through a tiny little hole, a little crack, you go, oh, yeah, he's critiquing liberalism. He's not really, though, is he? He's complaining about gay ghosts. Come on now. Like it's not anything meaningful, is it? The advert wants you to have sex with Mexican ghosts.
Doritos? Doritos? Look at this charmingly quaint snapshot of suburban British life.
Bingo like a boss. Bag a 50-pound welcome bonus when you join Llama Bingo.
Bear in mind, this is
Wait, what the hell was that?
Oh, this will help us sell more Doritos.
What is it? What is he complaining about now? Oh my god. A bingo advert. A freaking bingo advert. Oh my god. I'm losing it. But who sits there and watches a bingo advert absolutely frothing at the mouth? They put a bloody queer, they put a homosexual in the bingo advert now. Literally, who cares? Oh my god, this is insane. Oh, what was the advert? Let's watch it again.
Doritos? Look at this charmingly quaint snapshot of suburban British life.
Bingo like a boss. Bag a 50-pound welcome bonus when you join Llama Bingo.
Okay. I'm just like, okay. What? Is this where we are complaining about bingo adverts? This is what's so annoying, right? This is what's so annoying about Rightoids, yeah? Is they just effortlessly come out on top of culture war stuff so often, right? But when you get into the meat and potatoes of what they're actually talking about, it's bingo adverts. And you're just a bit bemused. But people are watching this, presumably, and going, oh yeah, they're putting queers in the bingo adverts now. Oh, Jesus. And then they're acting like it's an effort to turn bingo goers gay. Old people love this shit anyway. Have you ever seen an old person that isn't like a bigot? Have you ever seen an old unbigoted person with a gay person? It's like Christmas has come early for them. They fucking love all that shit. Drag queens, they go nuts for it. Do you know what I mean? And not only that, this is clearly an effort to somehow get young people into it, I guess. Right? I don't think the right is winning the culture war. It's not as though these adverts are decreasing. Yeah, but it's not about... But the fact the adverts are very prevalent obviously benefits the rightoids that talk about this stuff, because they've just got loads of stuff to point to and go, they're trying to turn your kids gay. And then people flock and vote for these politicians that talk about this nonsense. That talk about Mr. Potato Head's cock or Dr. Seuss's books getting pulled off the shelves or whatever fucking nonsense they're talking about. Oh my god, this is bleak. This is fucking bleak shit right here.
Bear in mind, this is an ad for Bingo, which has an age demographic not much lower than the Queen of England. Are you sure this will help us sell more Bingo? Bingo! Just saw something incredibly rare the other day. A white heterosexual man in a TV commercial. And get this. He wasn't being humiliated. Incredible, I know. Barely believable. I mean, it was Chris Hemsworth, but still. Makes a change, doesn't it?
What do they want for Father's Day? For the media to...
But the politicians don't do anything about these issues. What issue? Having a homosexual in your bingo advert? What are you talking about? What is Boris Johnson supposed to do about a drag queen in a bingo advert? What do you mean? They're gonna ban bingo adverts unless it's just straight people kissing. Straight white people only in adverts now. I don't know. What do you mean? Ban gay people. Yeah, that's what we need. Get the politicians in for that policy. Segregate the ads. What you do is you have your normal. Listen, you have your normal adverts. You look normal ones, right? You get normal adverts. By normal, I mean straight white people. Okay, so just straight white people only, and the Conservatives can watch those ones. And then later on, when all the Conservatives have gone to bed, you have your weird adverts, which is all your gays and blacks mixing together. That's for the that's for the leftists. That's the leftist advert hour. All right, that's how we're gonna do it. The new watershed. The new watershed. If you want to run an advert with a homosexual in it, it's got to be after 9 p.m. so the kids don't see. Oh my god. This is just totally inane nonsense, isn't it?
To stop portraying dads as buffoons. Doofus dads, right? I mean, that's all we ever see.
It's just a burst pipe. I can fix it.
And my husband is,
You missed a spot. Excuse me.
Seal, shake, and let Oven Pride do its thing so he can do more. Oven Pride, so easy, a man can do it.
Okay, maybe it was my fault.
She told me to kill the weeds.
And you did, along with the grass.
I used the wrong stuff.
Oh, there were dead spots everywhere.
Dad's making dinner. Oh, it'll be fine.
maybe.
It used to be that TV ads made fun of men for being unable to care for babies, but that wasn't subversively anti-natal enough. Now women can't be shown to be caring for babies because that would further gender stereotypes. The UK Advertising Standards Authority banned this Volkswagen commercial after just 3 people complained. Note how the only
Wait. Okay, well let's dig into that a little bit. Volkswagen advert banned. Let's see what the deal is there. Okay, let's have a look. Philadelphia and banned for gender stereotyping. This is from 2019, apparently. Here we go, look. Meanwhile, 3 people complained about an ad for the Volkswagen e-Golf car. It showed a sleeping woman and a man in a tent on a sheer cliff face. 2 male astronauts floating in a spaceship and a male para-athlete doing the long jump before cutting to the final scene showing a woman sit. Wait, so he didn't show all of that, did he? Complaints said the ad perpetuated harmful gender stereotypes by showing men engaged in adventurous activities in contrast to women in a caregiving role. I mean, I don't really... Yeah, seems a bit silly to ban it off the back of that. But I don't really care about advertisers getting clapped. Who cares? Oh no, a big company to change his advert. Who fucking cares? Just gender stereotypes could cause real world harms. Need to be handled with care. You know what they need to do? Bring back that Yorkie advert. It's not for girls. Remember that? That's what we need. It's genuinely so weird that 10 years ago, not for girls was an acceptable marketing strategy. It says, so they had a lot of show the men as somewhat hapless and inattentive, resulting in being unable to care for the child effectively. Like to cause harm and therefore breach the code. What is this code? I've never heard of this before. But yeah, it was a little bit deceptive, I guess, because he didn't include the whole advert, but I don't really care. Whatever. Okay, Paul, I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you on that one. It was dumb to ban that advert off of 3 complaints. I'll agree with you on that one. I'll give you that one, alright? But you're still whining about gay people in bingo adverts, and that's a big mark against you.
Stereotypes they refuse to amplify are the ones that are positive and wholesome. An ad for Apple's iPad Pro encouraged women to erase men altogether.
I'm someone different. I'm free.
What's the context of this, though?
I'm free.
Another Apple commercial.
Wait, no, it's not erasing men. Like, I don't know what that advert is, but seemingly the context would be that she split up with someone. It's like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind or whatever. Yeah, isn't that like her ex? And she's like, oh, I don't want to be reminded of my ex anymore. That seems a bit much. Honestly, cannot bring myself to go and watch an Apple advert. I'm not going to lie. So
Showed cloned white men jumping into the sea like lemmings. This PC Specialist ad was banned in the UK for perpetuating harmful gender stereotypes because it didn't feature any women, despite PC Specialist's core market being 87.5% male. Furthering harmful negative stereotypes about men, however, is not only allowed, it's gleefully encouraged. Gillette's CEO said an $8 billion write-down on its shaving business was a price worth paying for a divisive series of commercials that pandered to Me Too hysteria.
Oh my god. We're still talking about the Gillette advert in 2021. It's 2021 and we're still talking about that bloody Gillette advert. Oh my god, I'm too tired for this. In all honesty, I'm too tired for this. Can't deal with it. Why are we talking about Gillette in the year of our Lord 2021? Gillette, the best a man can get. I just committed a hate crime. That was a hate crime I just committed.
One of the ads featured a white man having to be restrained by a black man in case he acted out on his rapey instinct.
Wait! Why is he mentioning the race of the people? Why is he mentioning the race of the people? Why is he mentioning the race of the guy? That's a really weird thing to do. It's just, I look at that and I go, it's 2 dudes. It's 2 fellas and one saying, hey, leave it out.
Black men in TV commercials are almost universally portrayed as cool, reliable.
Shadow Legends is an immersive online experience with everything you'd expect from a brand new RPG title. It's got an amazing storyline, awesome 3D graphics, giant boss fights, PvP battles, and hundreds of never-before-seen champions to collect.
Thank you very much for the $1, Kubi. And indeed, Raid Shadow Legends, check it out. Oh, by the way, I'm thinking for my 2-year anniversary of doing a subathon. You know, when you say, right, if you sub to me, I'll stream for longer and maybe do it uncapped. So not, because some people will cap it at like 24 hours, but I'll just do an uncapped one. I need to figure it all out on how to do it, but.
Strong and masculine, and there's nothing wrong with that. In a culture dominated by the likes of Lil Nas X, providing black kids with good, wholesome fatherly role models is no bad thing. Unfortunately, when it comes to white people, we're being provided with a very different kind of role model.
Oh my god, this advert!
Here's one for you.
That wasn't the point of that advert, like the absurdity of the dude in the shorts, because it looked so funny because he was like dressed for business. Business upstairs, pleasure downstairs. That's what he was dressed for. Wasn't it? Yeah, it's supposed to just be a bit of fun. I don't think it's supposed to be a serious message about like gender identity. I think it was like, oh yeah, look at this dude. He's wearing a suit, but he's also got booty shorts on, and he's doing a funny dance, a sexy dance. Oh my god! This is okay. I didn't think this was going to devolve so blatantly into stupid culture war stuff. Okay, but like, this is why I can't do culture war stuff anymore. I can't even pretend to care about it. I can't even pretend to care about any of this nonsense to really make any meaningful points. Like, who cares about the ad with a bingo and the guy in the short? Like, who cares about all of this? This is so stupid. Booty short business dude destroying Western civilization. I mean, yeah, exactly. What is the message they're trying to socially condition? The message of that advert, I think, was it for a comparison service, like car insurance comparison or whatever, or insurance company? I can't remember. But anyway, it was so long ago the advert came out. But the point isn't, oh yeah, go and be gay and wear booty shorts and dance. It's, hey, it's difficult for us to advertise to you by telling you what we do, so we're going to have to we've come up with this crazy little thing that we're going to do, and you're going to watch it, and maybe you'll remember us. Oh, God. Okay. Should we continue?
Mixed race families or couples are portrayed in TV commercials, which is basically 90% of the time now. Why is the father or the man always black and the woman always white? Why is it hardly ever the other way round?
Can I help you, mate?
Do you think these glasses suit me?
No.
Oh, right.
Alexa, drop in on Charlie.
She knows her destination, and it's a town called...
Wait, hang on a sec. Is he... Oh my god. Are they doing the little white cuckball? Are they doing the little white cuckball meme? Is that what they're doing right now? Is this what I think it is? Oh my good god. They're not only promoting cuckoldry, they're promoting black bull cuckoldry. The worst kind of cuckoldry imaginable. Is that what it's called? I can't remember what the name of the genre is. You know when it's a black fella that's doing the cucking. What's it called? What's the name of that particular genre? Would you listen, some of you in chat know. What have you got to type into Google to find that stuff? I don't know. I can't remember. I'm sure it's got a name. BNWO. What does BNWO stand for? So what does BNWO stand for? No, because obviously you've got like, you know, oh my god. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have a name. Maybe it's just cuckoldry with a bit with spicy cuckoldry. Spicy cuckoldry. I don't know. Can I click on that on stream? Does it include a racial slur? Stop moving, chat. I need to... Oh god. The Black New World Order. Wait, what? Oh my god, what is going on? Oh god, okay, let's continue.
Winning! It's not just limited to TV commercials either.
Wait, they're not couples, they're just modelling clothes. Oh. Oh, look at, they're trying to cuck your children now. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Yeah, listen, the reality is, advertisers weren't leading the way when miscegenation was considered more controversial, more broadly, right? Like, it wasn't like in Jim Crow America there were adverts showing black people and white people as a couple. Do you know what I mean? It's not like that happened and then we were like, oh, okay, maybe actually miscegenation's acceptable. Maybe it's not quite as bad as we first thought. No, social progress leads the way, and marketeers follow to tap into whatever is going on. Like, whatever social trends exist, they're tapping into that in order to market to new audiences, etc. You know, so this idea that this is somehow pushing this forward, you know, interracial couples have been socially acceptable for decades now, generally speaking. You know. It's very rare that you would find a normie, at least, that would have an issue with like an interracial couple. Yeah, there's been like I say, look, go back 50, 60 years, you'd be hard pressed to find interracial couples represented much, and when they were, it was almost an oddity, or it was some plot point that was being made. But now you'll see interracial couples no problem, because normal people don't have a problem with it, because they're not fucking racist weirdos, you know. So yeah. Hello, Paul. What do we have here then? A whole folder titled Interracial Children. Oh.
Christmas commercial showcased a happy black family, a happy Asian family, a happy mixed race family, and a white family that, well, see if you can guess what's missing here. Lidl's new Christmas ad. The lesser spotted white father figure has once more been entirely eliminated. Christmas presents...
The little ad doesn't have a white father in. I'm struggling to care. I'm struggling to care as the video goes on. Maybe that's because I'm too permissive of the truth that the white man is being wiped out via Lidl commercials. The Lidl commercials are the forefront of the eradication.
Hey, Dad, Sikhs and...
Okay, sorry, the stream went down for a second there, but let's go back a bit.
Father figure has once more been entirely eliminated. Christmas presents itself as an annual opportunity for advertisers to celebrate how much they hate people from a certain faith that you'd normally think would be quite integral to a Christmas TV ad. Tesco's 2017 Christmas commercial featured gay dads, Sikhs and hijabi Muslims, but no direct reference
Oh my god, I remember that. They got really mad about that one.
whatsoever to Christianity. In John Lewis's new Christmas ad, Christ and Christianity have been similarly expunged. After a backlash, John Lewis said they just wanted to represent modern Britain. Modern Britain is still 86% white, yet in the commercial, the only white character of note is a gender non-binary alien. But it's...
Oh my god! Yeah, Muslims celebrate Christmas in the UK because it's a cultural thing over here. Was it a gender non-binary alien? I've not seen the advert. It leads to Christmas and cultural. Are we gonna watch the H1 Christmas video to get in the spirit? Yeah, we should do, because that's a good video. Oh my god, I don't know. Yes.
Britain is 86%
Thank you
white,
for the
but the
bits.
problem is the ads.
People are, yeah, I don't know. Does anyone care about this stuff that isn't like an idiot? I don't know. Literally fuming over the ad for some grocery chain. Don't waste your life on it. Don't waste your life on it, okay? Please, I'm begging you.
It's not just in the context of cultural issues that social engineering in TV advertising lurks in the background. Check out the subliminal message that was slipped into this commercial for AARP health insurance. And note how that was brought.
Oh, I'm getting subliminally messaged to show there's a pandemic. There's a pandemic on. Oh no, my goodness. There's a pandemic. Oh no, I gotta take the vaccine to get my what? Is that? What is he talking about? It's just an advert in the modern context.
Broadcast several years before our current infatuation with the permanent pandemic biosecurity police state.
Wait. Oh, here we go. There's Edward Bernays.
The conscious and intelligent manipulation of the organised habits and opinions of the masses is an important element in democratic society. Those who manipulate the unseen mechanism of society constitute an invisible government, which is the true ruling power of our country. Edward Bernays, the father of public relations. Bernays weaponized mass psychology, particularly in advertising, to quote, control and regiment the masses according to our will without their knowing about it.
Yeah, and do you know what their will is? To go and buy their products. That's their will. Go and buy their shit. That is the whole point of this. It wasn't like Edward Bernays' analysis and thoughts on this is in order to make your kids gay and in an interracial relationship or whatever. It's about them getting you to buy stuff because traditional methods of advertising are no longer effective. That's the whole point of this. So this idea that is anything more than that is literal, like, far rightoid fever dream shit.
About it. He perfected the scientific technique of opinion moulding into what became known as the engineering of consent. In 1929, Bernays used advertising to get women hooked on cigarettes, claiming they were a symbol of feminism. If that was happening nearly 100 years ago, how naive would we be to think it isn't happening now? A few years ago, commercials were about convincing you that consumerism would provide a facsimile of spiritual fulfillment. That phase, as cringe as it was, has been replaced by an altogether more potent brand of behavioral psychology. We've entered the age of direct, sustained mass social engineering. It's everywhere, it's relentless, and to be honest, it's downright creepy.
Okay. But to what end is like? I kind of agree to a point, but it just seems like he's complaining about gay people in adverts. I just don't know what is the outcome of this. Like, what are they trying to get us to do? Do you think? Because they're still just trying to get us to buy their products in more ingenious ways now. They're not trying to make us gay.
Recolored in 7 luscious hues. Just.
Our impulses are being redirected.
But some people have just had enough.
Yeah. I don't know, for kids to be looking at this, is that okay? No, it's not. It's wrong. This is propaganda. Yeah. This is normalizing. It's affecting the next generation. Yeah. I don't know why no one sees this. No. This is disgusting. Because TV told them not to get upset. Divide and conquer. That's what the Chinese want. They're trying to divide and conquer us.
This is literal like schizo behavior right here. Like, okay, I've never felt the need to tear down an advert. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, okay? I'm going to be real. They're adverts like for some, I don't know, some gay shit probably. Listen, they talk. This is what annoys me, right? These people think they're like protecting kids or something. I'm telling you, right? Kids seeing an advert with some gay fellas on is literally the least of my concerns. Okay, they are bombarded with messaging that you know, paints a certain picture of society, leads to certain outcomes, conclusions, etc. This stuff's the least of my worries. What I worry about is them watching Paw Patrol and there's some police officer pup and it's like, yeah, police are based actually, like stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? You know, and I'm not going to raise my kids to be ACAB or anything like that, but I at least want them to be questioning of things, not even to agree with what I think about the world. But I at least want them to be questioning and stuff like that. And the media that's presented to them sometimes just isn't conducive to that sort of mentality and idea, you know? So, yeah. It's never too early to teach your kids about ACAB. Well, my perspective is give kids the tools with which to inquire and question themselves. And allow them to come to conclusions over time that they come to. Do you know what I mean? Not, you know, I don't want to be like, right, this is what you got to believe. Anyway.
The government is against us, and you guys don't see it. You guys think that you take a vaccine and this is going to go away? It's never going to go away. So we, the people, say we don't want this anymore.
You know the phrase, get woke, go broke? Well, it's not just a cliche. Studies show that audiences want to be entertained by ads. They want the ads to make them laugh. They don't want to be lectured. But there's, quote, clear evidence that there's been a consistent long-time decline in the use of humour in advertising. Advertisements used to be cheeky. Some of them would poke fun at received wisdom. They'd invoke taboos, challenge turgid top-down imposed norms and social mores. Now they just amplify...
Wait, what? Sorry, I missed that.
You know the phrase, get woke, go broke? Well, it's not just a cliche. Studies show that audiences want to be entertained by ads. They want the ads to make them laugh. They don't want to be lectured. But there's, quote, clear evidence that...
Wait, who are these people that want to watch adverts? Who the hell are these people that want to watch adverts and be entertained by them? People don't watch adverts anymore. This is a big problem with marketing now, is you've now got online services and stuff like that where people expect to not have to watch ads because they like pay a subscription. You've got TV boxes now that record TV programs and you've got on demand. People don't like watching ads. They hate it. It's a distraction for them. So who are these people that want to watch ads and be entertained by them? I'm bemused by this concept. Most people will just be like, who cares about fucking ads? You know, they're there to sell you a product, and that's that. Yeah, exactly, Kubi. Digital, yeah. So now the onus now is on adverts which are more subtle, like digital adverts. That's why Google and Facebook and whatnot and Twitter are such massive money-making enterprises because of the ads. The ads are enormous on there because that's how people get to you now. You'll be scrolling through something and you'll have been advertised to and you won't even realise that you have. But you have, and they try and find ways to get it into your brain somehow. That's why you've now got these algorithms and whatnot that exist, so that if you Google search something, Google ads will infiltrate into all aspects of your device essentially and start advertising. Like the other day, the crazy golf place I went to, right? I'm now getting adverts for that on Facebook. Nothing to do with Facebook. That's a standard thing that happens now. So this idea that people want to sit and be entertained by commercials is nonsense. You know, YouTube now have got adverts that are only 5 or 10 seconds long, so you can't skip them. Because that's obviously a problem. People just skip the ads, don't they? So yeah, this is fantastical thinking. People do everything they can to avoid watching adverts. So yeah.
That there's been a consistent long-time decline in the use of humour in advertising.
Because it's not about what people want to see. That's irrelevant. It's irrelevant what people want to see in adverts. What is relevant now is what sells products most effectively. And that's always been the case, obviously. But now, traditional means of advertising, of just telling you about the product, isn't effective. So they've got to find new ways to do it. And those might not align with what people want to see. Oh, my God.
Advertisements used to be cheeky. Some of them would poke fun at received wisdom. They'd invoke taboos, challenge turgid top-down imposed norms and social mores. Now they just amplify establishment narratives to browbeat you into mass ideological conformity. Industry figures show that woke ads are unsuccessful at selling products. And yet, what else are we force-fed but woke ads? That doesn't make sense until you realise that you're the product. The actual number of units sold is purely secondary. Remember that ominous Adbusters PSA from the 90s?
Your living room is the factory. The product being manufactured is you.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Wow, deep. Oh my God. Yeah, wasn't that an advert for the latest Hitman film? He makes ads look like they used to be thought-provoking philosophical breaks. It's literally always been propaganda to sell stuff. Yeah, precisely. Precisely. It's just the game's changed. The game's changed. Move with the times or the times moves you. That's it. Anyway, there we go. Another Paul Joseph Watson video covered. Just more culture war dross, really, dressed up as intelligent analysis. That's all I've got to say on that. And that will make for a very handy little YouTube segment.